Well, hello there. Thank you for joining us here at Coolest Life. My name is Tony. I'm here to take you through a lodge. That's right. Come on with me. This is Dodgeville Lodge number 1. This is Dodgeville Lodge number 119 here in Dodgeville, Wisconsin. So we're going to go inside this beautiful building I see that they have here. It's also called a Wisconsin Masonic Center, Masonic Heritage Center, I believe it's called. We're going to go in here because they're having a meeting, so I'm looking forward to this. And I look at these cars, maybe they got degree work going on. I know I'm late for dinner, but oh well. I made it here, so it's like an hour and a half from where I'm staying. So it's a nice little trip. But come on along with me, because you just entered the Coolest Life, Masonic edition. So I just came in the side door and I noticed they have a set of stairs that brings you down here to the lower level. The lower level is a nice little area that they actually rent out and do some things with. Got a nice full-size kitchen and everything. And then they've got some another lift that takes brothers upstairs. Yeah, I'm coming. And they've got some other areas here, so it's a really nice facility here so far. Looking forward to seeing the rest of it. So this is actually the entryway here going into the straight off the main road, which is their main entrance. So you can see they got a nice facility here. Nice big entryway. The old school, you can tell that you see implements like this, and it really shows the age of the, because they just don't make these anymore. Especially this day and age with COVID, you know, you can't drink after someone in a water fountain. But, and here's the big room here, is where they would actually have their Masonic meeting if they were having one today, which I find out they're not having one today. A little bummed about that. That's where their master would sit. And he's got a sound system there. And here's where your junior warden would sit. Of course, they don't have the regalia out, which is what I really like to touch and feel and everything. They don't have the aprons out or anything like that. Here's where your senior warden would sit. We're giving a tour right now. I do like everything matches though. I don't know if maybe I just got this date wrong or whatever, but that's nice. I like that. And over here is really good looking. Wow, it's actually a red. I've never seen one with a red. That's nice. That's probably the nicest bottom I've ever seen on a set of columns like that. And you know, I saw this once before. You can see how it almost looks like it's upside down. Masonically, I normally see this one up top would be upside down and would be here. And then your lily work and pomegranate would be on top of it, and then your globe. But I saw one, I thought, well, maybe they put it on backwards, but you know, I saw one other lodge like that. I don't know if that was on purpose, or I think it looks kind of funny like that, but that's just me. So, and you've got this room here in the back, they've actually got some really nice items. Some items I've seen before, of course, is this master's hat here. And of course they got looks like it's from Korah Shrine. But also this, he says this is actually from Jerusalem. So it's a really nice piece. Wow. Probably easier if I did it with two hands, but really nice dagger. I like that. A lot of historic artifact pieces there. And we got some here. I'm good. All right, let's see up there. I'm trying to get him ahead of me because of the background noise. Some jewels. And we got a nice picture of George Washington. It's a pretty common picture here. I've actually seen this one here before in a lithograph. You can see he's got a setting mall here. You got the plum level. A lot of Masonic presidents. Sometimes you see this inside of one of the Holy Bibles. That's actually on the altar. But we're going to go on upstairs. So this is actually an old painting. You can see it's a sheaf of wheat. And this may or may not be a mini waterfall here at one end. At least a body of water, but a sheaf of wheat suspended. Look at that. It's a big staff there. Well, it's a flag staff is what that is. Let's go on up and see what else we can find before they get too loud. Got a lot of artifacts here. A lot of times you get a building this big and you have Masonic bodies that have closed, and they will basically come back here and donate their items, which is why you see an extra set of columns here. And that one there looks nothing like the other one. This big one here matches the other big one at the other corner. It's pretty neat. Nice center. Got a lot of stuff representing the different York Rite bodies. Eastern Star, Shrine. I don't know if they have a shrine center here. No, they've got one in Madison, which is not too far. See, there's a ballot box, which you know I'm fond of. There's another ballot box here. Here's some York Rite items here. That one looks like it's ready to go. What a nice center. They got a lot of historic museum quality pieces here. A couple of Bibles. Really neat. Appreciate this brother giving me a tour. There's a replica of representing the Ark of the Covenant there for York Rite. This is some of their lesser light stands. Obviously, you're looking at 3 right here. So this tells me that at least 3 lodges have merged with this lodge. This may be a hall of reflection, is what I'm guessing. Maybe someone's office. York Rite. Definitely York Rite stuff. You see the cross there. You see this here. York Rite items here. That's really cool. So these projectors here, they could actually use them at one time. Even that one there. They got some old pieces of projectors. And here's another set of columns here. Got that old stand there for the hallway. And you can see through here, down at the big room. It'd be kind of hard to show a movie there with all those things hanging, wouldn't it? So my guess is if this was ever used as a movie center, that they didn't have any of these hanging lights here, because you certainly couldn't project very well with those in your way. And they got some more items back in here. Yet another set of columns. Horns, nice. Again, when you have different lodges that merge with others, you get extra sets of staff, extra columns, pedestals, and of course any of their pictures from their last Grand Lodge Freaks at the Masons of Wisconsin. This is 1843 to 1873. Okay, so this is their Grand Master's pictures. Nice. I wonder why the Grand Lodge building doesn't have that. There's a 3, 5, and 7. More staffs you got here. These staffs are more for York Rite, I would say, by the different colors and everything they have on this. Before I get out of this room, I want you to see some of the different items here. You got a setting maul here. You got a bigger one here. Got a bell. I know what that one's for. And that is also a type of setting maul. These are seals that are used in some degrees in some some chapters of Eastern Star may have one. Shriners will have one. Scottish Rite's got some for their different bodies. So that's normally what those are for. They're an embosser is what they do. Give you a nice embossment like when you're doing a seal like one of those, or a seal like that. You can emboss that, and that's what those things do. And there's a corkscrew in there. Got that. Another setting maul back there, padded. Another padded one up here. Different shape. You don't see a lot of them. I see a lot of them that are this shape. I don't see many that are square like that. I just thought that was interesting. This is an interesting picture I haven't seen. A lot of times when you have a big picture like that, you see everybody's pretty straight. They all kind of look like they're in a V, and there's a reason for that. This camera is actually a pan camera, and it pans from one end to the other. Well, as you look down at the other end, those guys are actually further away from you. Typically, when you see a picture like this, they look pretty straight, and the reason is the group will actually sit in a concave like this. So that the guy on this end is just as close to you as the guy on that end and the person in the middle. But in this case, it's not that way. They basically all just lined up on this sidewalk, which gives it a V effect, which is unusual. But you can see these are Knights Templar guys here with the what they call the chapeau, which is French for hat, and they've got their feathers on top of that. You can check out some other videos. I can put that maybe right up here. I'll put the Knights Templar, and you can see what they're all about. Well, that was a good visit to this lodge here in Dodgeville. They got a really nice building, as you can tell. They got a lot of historic items in there. And actually, they're kind of using this building as a warehouse in a sense that there's been other lodges that have closed and not merged here. Maybe their charter got pulled or what have you. Something's maybe gone wrong, but a lot of their items got sent here. So if you merge with a lodge, normally your items go with that new lodge you're going to, so they can kind of pick through and decide what are the good pieces and what are the bad pieces they want to keep. And but this one here's they got a whole lot more than that, and they're actually going to be setting up, doing some inventory and setting up as a more of a museum. Now they do have check out our other videos, which I'll put right there, of the Madison Masonic Center, and it's basically the main, I guess the main center for the state of Wisconsin, where they have the Grand Lodge items at. But definitely this thing here is not too far from Madison, and definitely got some historic items in it. So if you get a chance to come visit these brothers, you can check their website as far as their nights. They meet on the third Thursday, I think is what it is, 7 p.m. But I'm gonna let you go. Be sure to like and subscribe. And if you like these videos, check out our other videos from Masonic buildings from around the country. But I need to get back out here living the coolest life. Masonic edition.